Hey guys, so this video will talk about chapter 7. So this video will be a quick summary on chapter 7, which would hopefully help you understand the skills, the math skills that you will need when you guys are doing the test this week. So in this video, I will go through from chapter 7, from exercises 7A all the way down to 7F, and then I will do some examples and include the working out and the solutions. So hopefully that you'll find this useful and that you'll be all ready for your upcoming test this week. Alright, so let's get started. So 7A is on classifying equations whether they are true or false. So it says true or false. So it's true if the equation makes sense. If the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Now, what is on the left hand side and what do you mean by the right hand side, you guys may ask. So on the left hand side, I'm talking about in respect to the equal sign. So you see here, so for example, like this. So the left hand side will be everything on the left of the equal sign. So the left hand side will be 3x. So then if 3x is the left hand side, the right hand side just means anything on the right of the equal sign. So it means in this case, it's just the number 6. So in this question, it asks, classify each of the following as true or false. So for A, if 3x if 3x is equal to 6, then x is equal to 3. So if I just rewrite the question again, oops. So it says that when x is equal to 3, it will make this equation true. So if I sub 3 into the equation, I would actually get 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. But then the original equation says that I will get 6. So I'll get two different answers. So the top one, it says that it will be 3x equals 6. But then if I actually sub in the x equals to 3, I actually get 3x is equal to 9. So then this means that it is false. It doesn't make sense, so it's false. So how about for B? So let's just do, if A is equal to 21, then A plus A minus A is equal to A. So I can just do, firstly I will sub in, first I will sub in 21 into A, so it'll be, so my original equation was A plus A minus A is equal to A. So I'm going to sub the 21 in, so it's going to be 21 plus 21 minus 21 equals 21. So I can just do this. So 21 plus 21 is 42 minus 21. Now 42 minus 21, that's 21. So I get my left hand side equaling to the same amount on my right hand side. So I got 21 equaling to 21. So that's true. So then that means that for question 1b, the answer is true. Okay, now I'm gonna do C, which is here, and then the equation is 5 times 4 is equal to 10 plus 10. So first I will need to simplify and solve. So 5 times 4, that's equal to 20. And then 10 plus, and then 10 plus 10, that's equal to 20 as well. So I've got 20 on the left hand side and also 20 on the right hand side. So they're both the same, they both are true. So then that gives me the answer true. So this equation, 5 times 4 equals 10 plus 10, that equation is true. So this is what you need to do for exercise 7A. So you need to identify each of the equations, whether they are true or false. Now 7B is using algebra to find the solutions to these equations. So I'm solving what the letters, see how the letter M here? I need to solve what they are. Now I can, for example, for question 2A, So question 2a is 4m is equal to 16. Now I can just do this in my head. I know that m has to be 4 because 4 times 4 is 16. So 4 times 4 is 16. That means m is equal to 4. So I can just do that in my head. But how about for a harder question, such as b? So m over 3 is equal to minus 4. Now, I really don't know what number m should be to make negative 4 when I divide it by 3. So then this means I will need to solve it algebraically. And to do this, I would isolate the m. So if I want to isolate the m, I will need to make m the subject. I will need to move everything that's on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. So I'm going to remove the 3. I'm going to put the 3 to the right hand side. Now to do that, I will need to do the opposite of what it says. So it's m divided by 3. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do times 3. Now, whatever I do to one side, I have to do it to the other. So it'll be negative 4 times 3. And then the 3's will cancel out. So we'll be left with m is equal to negative 4 times 3. That gives me negative 12. So I get m equal to negative 12 for 2b. Let's clear this. Oops. And then let's do d. d 10m is equal to 2. Now I know that m has to be a number smaller than 10 to get, so when I multiply it with 10, I get the answer 2. So to do this, I would solve it algebraically again. So do 10m, I'll just write this. Oops. Now I want to isolate m on the left hand side. That means I will need to move everything else from the left to the right hand side. To do that, I'm going to move the 10 across. So I'll do 10m over 10 is equal to, like this. Then the 10's will cancel out, and I'll be left with m is equal to 2 on 10. I can simplify that even further, so it can be 1 over 5 like this. And for my e, as you can tell, it's out of order. So I've got 2m plus 6 is equal to 36. Now, I've got an extra step here because I've got the plus 6. Now, I will need to move the plus 6 over first because it's the furthest away from the letter here. So I'll do everything that's the furthest away from my pronumeral or from my unknown. So to do this, I'll do 2m plus 6. I need to move it to the to the right hand side. Then so I will do minus 6 is equal to 36 minus 6. Now these will cancel out, so we'll be left with 2m is equal to 36 minus 6. That will equal to 30. Now I'll need to divide this by 2. Whatever I do to one side, I need to do it to the other. These ones will cancel out. I'll be left with m is equal to 15. Like that. So this is how you will solve your equations algebraically. For 7c, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm still going to solve it algebraically. So then we'll go m divided by 3 is equal to negative 2. So I'm going to do 6a first. So my question for 6a is m over 3 is equal to negative 2. Oops. So then I would go as m over 3 times 3 equals to negative 2 times 3. So then this will cancel out. I'll be left with m is equal to negative 2 times 6. So that will be negative 6. So my answer for question 6a is m is equal to negative 6. I'm going to move on from 6b. I'm going to do 6c instead. So, oops, sorry. So this is my equation. Now, the furthest thing away from my 2 is either the negative 10 or the 7. Now, so I need to move either one of these to the right hand side here. But I'm going to move the 7 because it's on a different level. It's on the bottom of this fraction, whereas the negative 10 is on the same level as the 2x. So then that being said, I'm going to move the 7, so we're going to do 2x minus 10 over 7. I'm going to do times. So then the 7s will cancel out. 2x minus 10 is equal to 70. Next, I'm going to move the 10 over. So 2x minus 10. Doing the opposite. Oops. So it'll be 2x. 10s will cancel out. 70 plus 10. That's a weird looking 10, but it's going to equal to 80. Now 2x divided by 2 is equal to 80 divided by 2. These will cancel out. I'll be left with x is equal to 40. So even though it looks confusing for this question, if I break it down into the different steps, I can actually algebraically solve for that equation. Now, for this one, for 7D, I'll do 8A. So my question was 8A minus 3 is equal to 7A plus 5. What I would need to do here is to merge the 8A and the 7A together. To do that, I will need to move it all to the one side. That means I will move it to, I'm going to move this 7A to the left hand side. So to do that, I will minus it. So minus 7A, and then I'm going, oops. Sorry, what I did there was not leaving enough room. Like this. So then when I do it, 7A will cancel out. So I'll be left with 8A minus 3 minus 7A. So the 8A minus 7A, that will just give me A minus 3 is equal to 5. So then I'm going to move the 3 across. I'm going to do A minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 5 plus 3. The 3's will cancel out. We'll be left with A is equal to 8. Yep, so this is for 8A. So I'm going to do 8D, which is 10 minus 4A equals A. So I'm going to move this one across here. It doesn't matter if you move the pronumerals to the left or to the right hand side, it's okay. So I'm going to move it to the right. So I'm going to do 10A minus 4A. I'm going to do the opposite, plus 4A. Do it to the left, then we're going to do it to the right. So these one will cancel out. I'll be left with 10 is equal to A plus 4A, which is 5A. And I need to divide it. So it'll be 10 divided by 5. 5A divided by 5. These one will cancel out. That'll be with 2 is equal to 8. Like that. Now for 7E, this one, it's pretty much the same thing. However, there's just an extra step, and that is just expansion. So, firstly, before I solve anything, I will need to expand this. Okay, so we'll need to go 2 times x. Yep, done the first one. Now I need to do to the back number, plus 2 times 5. That's 10. And then the answer remains the same as 16. So this is an equation that you guys should know how to solve by now. So to do that, 2x plus 10. I'm gonna move it to the to the right hand side. 16 minus 10. These will cancel out. I'll be left with 2x is equal to 6. So it'll be 2x equals 6 divided by 2 on both sides. Then I'll be left with x is equal to 3. Like that. Now, I'm going to do the next one, which is b. So I got 3, 9b is 3x plus 1 equals negative 9. I'm going to expand it first. So 3x plus 3 is equal to negative 9, like that. And then I'll go 3x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to minus 9 minus 3. Cancels out. It'll be 3x equals minus 9 minus 3. Going to negative now. So it'll be negative 12. So it'll be 3x divided by 3 is equal to negative 12 divided by 3 as well. The 3's will cancel out. I'll be left with x is equal to negative 12 divided by 3, which is negative 4. Like that. Now, 7F is on substituting numbers into a formula. So 10A, I won't rewrite the question. So for 10A, it will be if P is equal to 2I plus B in brackets, find I when P is 48 and B is equal to 3. First step is to substitute the numbers. Is to substitute the numbers that I've been told in the question. So I got P is equal to 48 and B is equal to 3. So it will be 2I, so I'm solving for I, plus what's my B value here? It's 3 and my P value is 48. Now I need to solve for this unknown here. So I'll need to expand it first. So it'll be 2I plus 6 is equal to 48. So it'll be 2I plus 6 minus 6 is 48 minus 6. The 6's will cancel out. I'll be left with 2I is equal to 48 minus 6, which is 42. And then it'll be, I'm going to move it up here, I don't have enough room. So 2I over 2. So if it's over, it means it's division, equals 42 divided by 2, or over 2. Now the 2's will cancel out. I'll be left with I is equal to 42 divided by 2. That is 21. Like that. Alright. And then 7G is to find the value, or to find the equation when you're giving a worded question. So it'll be, 11A. So the sum of 3 consecutive numbers, is 39. So first write an equation, then find the value of the smallest number. Now, what does consecutive mean? Consecutive means it's in a row, so such as 1, 2, 3. They're all consecutive, they're all next to each other on the number line. And also like 6, 7, 8, 101, 102, 103. So these are all consecutive. It means that they're all next to each other. Now, to do this algebraically, I will make the smallest number equal to x. So x. So the next number will be x plus 1. Then the next number will be x plus 2. So for example, if I do it in purple, okay, I need to rewrite it again. Okay, so I've got smallest number is equal to x. The next number will be x plus 1. Then the next will be x plus 2. If I do it as an example, my smallest number will be number 1. If I follow this rule, my next number will be number 2. My next number will be number 3. So you see how it's 1, 2, 3, they're all consecutive numbers. So then this means that my algebraic rule here is working. So it's correct. So now I need to solve it. So it says here the sum of the 3 consecutive number is equal to 39. So it'll be x. So the sum will be the combination of all of these three algebraic expressions. So it'll be x plus 1 plus x plus 2, and the product is 39. Now I'll bring all the x's together. So I got 3x plus 3 is equal to 39, like that. And then I will do 3x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 39 minus 3. So the 3's will cancel out. I'll be left with 3x equals to 36. I'm going to go up here. So I've got 3x over 3 is equal to 36 divided by 3. 3's will cancel out. And my x value is, oh my gosh, it's really ugly. So x value will be 36 divided by 3, and that will equal to 12. So I've written the equation. My equation was here. and then the value of the smallest number is 12. So it'll be x, so it'll be 12, 13, 14. These are my 3 consecutive numbers that make up 39 when I add them up all together. Yep, that's pretty much this is it for this video. Hopefully that you guys understand and you guys will hopefully do well on the upcoming test. If you guys still have any more questions, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you guys and assist you guys. That's all from me. Bye bye.